Alright, how's it going, guys? We're going to have a little bit different of an episode today here on Krastorio 2. I wanted to show you guys what I've been doing, and I'm going to have to pause randomly for this, I feel. But basically, I've started changing out the advanced solar panels. I'm basically right now just watching my power to see what things are doing. You can see this is starting to go down a little bit. I'm looking for nighttime actually, but I will show you that I built this solar cluster. I'm not as good as XAR at building solar clusters like he did up here. I did take out all that we had in here, so I have more room for things and no reason to make new solar panels when I can recycle the old ones. And so now it's nighttime, which is what I want to see, and our solar panels are dropping off. Our steam turbines are coming online and getting up to power. Now with this nuclear reactor, you'll see our production goes down almost to what our satisfaction is. We're almost at what we're using, but not quite. We can still make more with our reactor. I still want to get a second reactor up and running, but I'm not sure that I need to at the moment because I'm not making all of those modules at one time. But we'll see here in a minute. Alright, so we are just about to go completely off. Okay, we're completely on to our steam turbines right now. And this is what I wanted to see. I have no water. So that means we're not getting max amount of steam out here. So we're going to, first off, can I upgrade these? Oh, hell yes, I can. Alright, well, get busy. Upgrade all of that. Now, does this hold more? It says 125. The other one held 100, but this is not keeping up with the amount of water. Our pump is getting dry. Now, the pump does not say it's out of water, so I want to see if I can actually do this. Put that there, take this out for a minute, and we can move it to here. And then switch that over like a show. Okay, you don't like that? Fine, we'll give you a big one. Alright, so now they don't have enough electricity. Apparently one of these is all that it can handle, is one pump. But that's fine, we can make a second one. I could run this off my main. My main is right there. But I prefer just throwing one of these down because it's basically never going to falter. Alright, so I got that done. Let's go ahead and upgrade all of these pipes to steel. And see how this helps. Alright, so it's now daytime again. Solars came back online. So let me go back to showing you what I was doing with the solar. So basically I built this gridded system where the roboports are over here in the corner. The nice thing is they're the same size as the advanced solar panels. So I put one of them in each corner here, which is just enough distance to reach this one in the very center. And then, you know, the bottom is the same. It's not a perfect grid. I could probably, you know, move it out just a little bit, but I think right here is where it wanted to be, and that's where my substation is, so I went with this, and it works. Now, the only thing is I don't have accumulators in there very much, but as you can see, I don't use much of my accumulator power, so that's not a big deal. But I like my accumulator banks that I normally do, so I just made 2 rows of those down here below the solar panel array, and that's what I'm going with. And I will probably just copy and paste this entire lot wherever else I decide I want to put this. I figured here was a decent place. I do have this, which is what I started with. I'm going to tear this out and have it fed into this. And it also looks like we got a nice, nasty little bit of biters getting pretty close to our wall here. So it might be time to set up some artillery and blow that shit the hell up. So I'm going to pause here and wait for nighttime to get, well, nighttime's here, but I'm going to pause for a minute, let this get back to where the reactor's running, and I'll be right back. Okay, just a second for you guys, a couple minutes for me, but turbines are coming back online, solar panels are going down, and you can see we're now up to 429 advanced solar panels. So let's keep an eye on our water here. So far it looks good at this end, which is where it's important. And it is draining heat from our reactor, consuming 60 of 250 a second. Now I'm wondering if I'm going to have to put another water line on the end here. I don't know all the math of how many heat exchangers you can run off of one pump. That's not something I want to try to keep in my head. Which, speaking of, we need to talk about something else that somebody that apparently does love to keep all this kind of information in their head, we're going to talk about here in a minute. But right now we want to, it went down there for a second, but came back up. We're staying at 190. That's looking a lot better. Consuming 80. We still haven't dropped enough that the fuel's gone in yet. Now we're consuming less, so it made it through the night. Daytime's coming, solar panels are going up. Alright, so that works. My next idea is to put in a pump with a tank and give it a reserve of water to feed off of to see if that works any better. But I figured first let's try upgrading the pipes. Alright, so the next thing I wanted to talk about today is I had a few comments from one of you with a whole lot of numbers in his name. I think it's ITO726, and he told me that apparently my efficiency modules I'm using up here in, where the hell did I put the things? Oh yeah, I put them over here. Hold on. Speedy pants, move my ass. Over here. That the efficiency modules that I put in here are not doing any good because it costs 480 to run the beacon, and I'm not saving that much across the 4 of these that it's affecting. Because let's see, where does it say it at there? Production, productivity, pollution, consumption, 820 kilowatts plus 310% plus 6.67 kilowatts is what it says. It doesn't say where it's taking any of that off, like the crafting speed does. So I have no clue. I don't honestly know how this shit works. If anybody has any retort that says he's right or wrong, let me know. But for now, I'm going to pull them out of here. Because if they're not doing me any good, then there's no reason to have them. And I'm not going to put in extra speeds. I don't need extra speeds. Let's see. So we were running at 270-ish. We're now running to 60-ish, but I can't say that that was doing any less. Our beacons say 7.2 megawatts. Our assemblers say 13, 14-ish. All right, so hopefully you guys remember those numbers. I'm going to throw these back in here for a second. I think that's more than what I had, but let's just see what those numbers say when I throw these back in here, because I don't think anything majorly should have changed. So 9.1 megawatts for the beacons and 13.5 for the assemblers. Now these are passive powered right now. That's their minimum consumption because they're not running. So I don't know if that actually says anything, but there's the numbers of what I got. You guys tell me if you think that they were helping anything or if they were not, and we'll go from there. The other thing that he had mentioned was I brought up the sector scanning things from the radars. And I did go check because, honestly, I didn't believe him. And I'll tell you why when I can move my ass up here and find an actual radar. You'd think I'd be able to find one of these things. I have them all over the damn place. I know I put one up here, but I went and checked in my ABCs pack because he says that even the vanilla ones, which would be the Mark 1s, do the sector scanning thing. They have that bar. And yes, they actually do. But the reason why I didn't believe it is because I never see this. This is why I didn't believe it. Because even in my ABCs pack where I have a lot of radars all over the place, you don't see this re-scanning thing. It does scan the black areas, but it doesn't do this. And I know that even in my vanilla one, I have gone out and seen where a bit of biters have moved into an area that you could not see on the map. But then when I go out there, poof, they show up because my radar has shown them. So I don't think that these work exactly the same as vanilla. Yes, they may scan area, but I don't think they rescan like this. If anybody knows, tell me. I'm more than happy to be proven wrong, but I don't see this happening in any other pack that I've played, which is what made me think the sector scanning thing was new, which, like I said, that isn't new, but I'm thinking that's what he was talking about in his post to me, is that it does a area bigger than itself. So to try to make this a little bit smaller, because holy shit, the dude writes a book. He must be new, because he doesn't realize Bear can't stand reading. And he writes me an entire wiki page. I need to teach this guy Bear needs a TLDR. And somebody the other day told me they didn't know what that was, so let me explain it. That's too long, didn't read. I have very bad issues with comprehension. Books don't tell me shit. Tell me in as little words as possible. Anyways, from what I got, you see that big blue area on the map up there? That's the radar's area. And he says that a radar can scan twice the amount of that big blue area. And this is the big blue area right here. So it can do one more box out, up, left, right, down, and I'm guessing diagonal as well. Which is where you get this big old box surrounding that radar. And that I agree and understand. It's the rescanning part. Unless it's just visualized because of a mod I have in here. If that's true, let me know. But there you go. That's that. Then, let's see. What was the other thing he was telling me I'm an idiot about? Oh, the other thing he was telling me I was an idiot about wasn't something I was being an idiot about. He was agreeing that I would need to up the production of the batteries that I did last video. And hey, I turned off my plastic when I took out my solar panel stuff, because this was connected to those. So let's fix this. We'll just put that right there. Oh, that's not my plastic, that's my coal liquefaction. Still, it's back on. It's fine. Apparently there's some down here that are off as well. We can fix that too. I thought I fixed this. I guess I just missed two of them. And he was saying that I would need the batteries for, if you guys remember, there was a tech card. Oh, is it these batteries? No. Personal battery Mark II, Mark III. Which ones was it? I was making the lithium sulfur for the personal laser defense, energy control units, impulse rifle ammo. He was saying was real good. The advanced tech card, we're going to need 10 of them for every one of those. And I think he said there was another tech card that used them, but I don't see another tech card in there that uses them, unless there's a tech card that uses that one. But no. So I don't know where the second tech card is he was talking about. I only see one. But he was saying that I'll definitely have to up my production of the lithium sulfur batteries, which I expected. And thank you for the comments. Like I said, I am very happy when someone can prove me wrong about something that I say, because I'm trying to distill knowledge unto others, and I don't want that knowledge to be incorrect. So if you see where I said something wrong, please tell me I'm an idiot, and make sure you give me proof of how. Not just, hey, you're an idiot, because anybody can tell me I'm an idiot. You gotta prove that I'm an idiot. Not that that's always hard to do. But that's what we're going to be doing today. I hope you guys enjoyed this type of video. I don't do them this way very often, but I had a lot of comments. I really wanted to go over with you guys and show you what I was doing with my new solar area here and the change I was doing with the nuclear reactor. Like I said, I'm probably going to be building a second nuclear reactor soon, but I don't see where I need it at the moment. I may start building it on it in my off time just to get it started, and I'll do that right up in this area probably, and then we'll have 2 of them. But I'm gonna make basically a double of this, so it'll put out at like 400. And I think in the next one we're gonna start on those new uranium bullets we have and making artillery. And I think it might be time, since we're talking about power, I defaulted to one of my 2 basics in this game. And my basics is, when it comes to defense, either run a belt line entirely around the place and put bullet turrets out, or run laser turrets all the way around the place. And as you've seen, my power consumption from this thing having full laser turrets is ridiculous. I have 1.2k of them. They're pulling 129 megawatts. They take the most amount of power, and they're doing nothing most of the time. So I think I'm going to back off of these, and I'm going to build some artillery and some railguns. And I'm going to leave a few laser turrets just for emergencies, just in case something comes in and hits that area hard enough that the railgun couldn't kill it fast enough. So I'm gonna go ahead, and I don't really think you guys need to see me set up the production for artillery turret. It's going to be kind of boring, so I'm going to go ahead and set that up. I'm going to look at how I'm going to do my setup, and then we'll check it out next time. So hope you guys enjoyed. Have a good one. Take it easy. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.